Fantastic. Teague's getting wide up as we speak.
Jack Silvani's been handy for them.
He's very good.
As a ruckman.
Very good. Well, I just wish he didn't have to play those minutes in the ruck, because as a true forward, he's been very creative. Very creative.
I thought we might throw that to Teague. I thought his run around after the tap, his follow-up work was fantastic for the Blues.
David Teague has been good enough to join us. Actually, the boys were just saying, could you follow Patrick Cripps with a haircut,
yes.
David? I think it would look good on you. Similar
Me?
haircut. Yeah, you.
Yes.
Look, I'm just happy that I've still got hair at the moment, so I'll take any haircut I can get.
How you? We were just talking about Jack Silvani, and Kingy saying it's a shame he's had to play a bit of ruck, but he's been pretty good doing that role as well for you, hasn't he?
No, he has. It was quite interesting at the start of the year over pre-season. Cripper put his hand up to do a little bit, and as did as Jack. And he always said, he goes, I'll be good at that, I'll be good at that. And what we have known, he's played a little bit on ball before, and his pressure and his ability to compete in that contest is something we've always valued. Even in the front half, he probably hasn't marked and hit the scoreboard as much from a marking point of view, but his pressure when the ball hits the ground, his ability to compete is something we really value. So the more stoppages he gets to, the more opportunities he gets to do that.
David, I thought his follow-up work from the centre bounce tap, whether win, lose, draw, I thought he gave you a win on the deck as he scrounged after the spilt ball.
Oh, absolutely, and that's it. And if it wasn't winning the ball, I think he had 9 tackles as well. So from a pressure point or his ability to win the ball, he's a very good ball user when he does get it in his hands. So, no, he's been it's been a bit of a surprise. It probably wasn't something we wanted to go to. We got thrown in a game to had to go to it, and he loves it. And what he does, he likes the challenge, he likes competing, and he loves wearing the navy blue jumper.
Teague, we all at times self-assess. How have you coached this year?
It's an interesting one. Yeah, you're always reflecting the emotions of the game. You probably get a bit hard on yourself straight away. But as a group, I think we're tracking in the right direction. I've got a lot of belief in the group. We've got to become a little bit more consistent. There's key areas we've got to get better. Our defence at the start of the year wasn't good enough, and we've shown some improvement, but we've still got to do it more consistently. So we sit where we sit on the ladder for a reason, and that's because we're not good enough to be doing it for long enough at the moment, and that's our challenge.
I've heard that from you before, and it sounds fantastic and it's wonderful. But if you were to actually drill down, go home and you sit in front of the desk and you look into the computer and say, what did I do today? How have I managed these boys? Do I motivate them right? Do I move them around? Do I shuffle them right? How have you personally coached this year?
Yeah, look, I'm really happy. There's some things that are going on in the background of our footy club and our 4 walls that are going to take us forward. So I'm really comfortable in those. Have I made some errors? Yeah, there's one. I can remember the Sydney game. We ended up going with Levi, the extra tall, and we probably shouldn't have. So there's been heaps of errors along the way. We're always assessing those and learning and growing from them. But in terms of where the club's going and the bigger picture, yeah, I'm really comfortable with what we're doing. We'd all love to win more. Don't get me wrong. We'd love to play more consistent footy, and our defence at the start of the year wasn't at the level. But in terms of where we're going and how we're getting there, I feel we're building a club that will be able to sustain the success for a while.
Most of your challenges, Teague, you've been without the football, you've been defensively. What have you done to adjust over the last 2 to 3 weeks to give you a chance running into the finals or potential to play finals?
Yeah, look, we've spent a fair bit of time on our defence. From a system point of view, I know there's been talk about it. It hasn't changed a lot, our system. We actually changed a little bit of our language and how we wanted to coach it, and it seemed to get traction amongst the playing group. I think the players have definitely bought into it and understood the value of it, our ability to turn the ball over in our front half, and we even linked it to some GPS numbers. The more we turn it over in the front half, the less we have to run. And so about doing our work early, being the time between when the ball turns over and being ready to defend was too great, and we've shortened that, and that's probably the area that's really helped us. Once we get into a contest, our key backs have been pretty good in the contest. It's the uncontested ones that really hurt us.
Do you feel like you've left too much to Jones and Wiedering?
I wouldn't say we've left it. I think our system as a whole, we've broke down too many times, and I wouldn't say it's individuals. At times, those guys they've had to be really good in the contest, and it's probably we've had too many 1v1 contests against us, and that puts them under the pressure. But it's not just those; there's other guys as well. So from a system point of view, but at times it was those guys as well buying into the system, coming off their guy and owning space. And when they've done it, Jacob's been outstanding, and Liam's improving as well. And when they step off their man and own the space, it means they play in less one-on-one contests, which helps the side.
Joey Montagna showed a stat during the week. I think Liam's the #1 targeted defensive player in the competition. He's been involved in 101 one-on-ones. There you go. And he's only been outmarked once. Did you contemplate dropping him after that, Teague?
Yeah, look, it was unacceptable. We set a high bar down there, and look, and that's probably one of the things. He's been in too many, and that's a team defence thing. That's not a Liam thing. And early in the year, particularly, we were having too many one-on-one contests against. And when we're bought into the system, and it takes the whole team, and it starts often with the forwards and the mids, when they get the system right, it means our defenders can support each other and help each other a little bit more. But at times, our defenders have sat back too far, which has allowed run-up space and force them into 1v1. So it's a team thing. It's not one line or the other. I know often you look at the back line when the defence is not going well, but for us it was a team and ability to all buy in. And over the last 8 weeks we've improved, and we've still got a lot of growth to go.
Now, I know everyone literally is doing it 1 week at a time at the moment this year, David, but have you done the AFL ladder predictor at all?
No, I haven't yet, but I think it's pretty simple. We'll just keep winning for us. So we're more focused on this game at the moment and how we go about it. We feel these games are important. They're really important. Every game's important, but it's about our growth and getting better. And we've seen some signs, but we've still got a fair bit of room to go. But this game's really important to us from a Carlton Respects point of view. We're really passionate as a club about that, and we understand there's a lot of people out there, not just females, but a lot of people out there that are doing it tough, particularly in COVID, when you can't always escape the person that's causing that grief. So, we really hope the boys put on a good performance today for a cause that we believe strongly in.
Yeah, so just on that, so that the boys are all wearing orange socks today as they raise awareness to stop and call out domestic violence.
Final one from me, Teague. Can you tell us a bit about Paddy Dow? I followed his career and felt like he hadn't been given enough opportunity often enough, but he's really come to the table now, and is where he sits.
Yeah, it's an interesting one, and there's debate about that. He got a lot of games early, and to be honest, there was probably some areas that were getting masked over because he was getting games. So we challenged him to go away and work on those areas, and we feel now that he's in a better position to perform for the team and help the side. And I think you can see his belief and confidence, even in himself. His ball use is improving, his ability to win the ball, but from a system point of view, he's fitting into our defensive system a lot better and balancing up contests a lot better than probably has in the past. So yep. I think he's had some great growth, and look forward to seeing that continue.
Teague, most Carlton fans are having trouble getting their head around the fact you'll probably have the All-Australian full forward, the All-Australian fullback, and Sam Walsh in there somewhere as an All-Australian midfielder, yet you're still not finals bound. How does that happen, or what response would you give to that?
Look, one, I'd say it's an exciting future with those three guys. You think of the age profile that they all are and what they've been able to do. What it shows is our ability to do it together and our cohesion as a group, and particularly you've talked about from a defensive point of view, even our offensive side's probably dropped away a little bit of late. So it's about doing it together. It's a team game, and those three guys have been outstanding. They turn up every week and compete hard, but we need more guys buying into their roles and getting the job done. And that's what's hindered us this year, and over the last 8 weeks we've seen that, and the results have changed a little bit because we've had more guys. So going forward, the cohesion, getting the guys playing more footy together and doing it as one is our challenge.
Beautiful. 3 to go for the home and away season. Good luck this afternoon.
Good luck, Teague.
We're counting down to it now.
Thanks a lot, guys. Appreciate that.
David Teague, coach of the Blues.